The lesson.
Oh yeah.
After the Macronauts, you know, the stuff that you were doing as part of that group, then you say you hooked up with Prowla, Jace, the Nuffsaid camp. Tell us about, you know, that, because that would have been, what, late 90s, early 2000s?
Yeah, it was like 98. So the first thing I did, it was a compilation out of Queensland called, damn it, fuck, I can't believe, anyway, I did a beat on that and I mixed that and stuff at Prowla's place. And then he was working on the Rock the City compilation, which came out in 99. So I was like working on that the previous year. It came out in 99, did a beat on that. And did like, because he was like doing cuts in a sort of kind of group that I had at the time called Madlock. So it was like me, Prowla, a guy named Chris, and Zvi Belling, and Dean, another cat called Dean, played like Rhodes and stuff. So it was kind of like it wasn't really like the scourge of the hip hop bands, like you know, like what was more like dudes playing instruments trying to sound like beats. It probably would have gone down really good now, but like it was just probably maybe a bit before its time. Like no one really got that shit then. But so yeah, I did that track, the Madlock track on the Rock the City comp, and then like he was making a transition. I'd just gotten into like making beats, dissed the ASR 10 and started using a computer, and he wanted to do the same. Like he was using an Akai something or other, and we both had Atari ST40s, and so kind of like moving on to computers, we were kind of like teaching each other how to transition onto computers basically. So then that was like we simultaneously made the Lonewolf album and my first solo joint, like they came out around the same sort of time. Yeah, so
yeah,
2001 I think that was.
Yeah, that's Lonewolf is 2001 release. Is that's after what was his first one?
He did a couple of tapes. He had like one called Recognition and one called Water, I think. And then there was like he did one on Wax, Money Walks.
Money Walks, that's what I'm talking about.
He put that. Money Walks in when we used to have this gig like a residency in the city, like drums, bass, and samples, and he would come and like do cuts. And I think he put that record out. Yeah, I remember him coming to the gig one. I was like, I just did this record, fucking Money Walks. Pretty crazy. Like the back picture on that record is his like driver's license photo. Yeah, it's pretty classic shit.
Yeah, that'd be what 97?
Yeah, around there.
Around that time.
I'm thinking 98, but it might have been earlier. Yeah.
And then that Rock the City compilation. That was an Nuffsaid compilation.
Yeah, it was. It was like a graffiti mag tape and a LP. And
I think is that Deadly had that joint 32 lines
32
on
lines,
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a classic. Shout out to Deadly.
He made that on a digital, because Prowla at the time had a digital 4-track. So it was like instead of having a reel-to-reel tape 4-track, it was just kind of like this little rack unit. You could do just digital editing and stuff on it. Apparently he just did all the loops and stuff just using the numbers, like so just I have no idea, but yeah, kind of just like looped it all up and did the beat that way.
The lesson.
Oh yeah.